She's sitting there and the girl is saying like, so what do you think? What is the age gap that you're looking for? And the girl say, in Russian, she say 5 to 10 years maximum. I think that if it is more than 10, it's kind of get very strange. So here on the side, you can see somebody showing the fist.
Gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Striker.
My name is Luba.
Now this is kind of an age gap video. Now this one is kind of an age gap. We're just making sure we're in the video. This one's kind of an age gap video, but it's a little bit of a different one. As you know, our channel is about dating. It's about being practical about your approach to dating in Ukraine or Belarus. Yeah?
Subscribe to the channel. Join our free Telegram group that is down below. Is the link. Visit our website www.herturkey.com and come to Ukraine. If you want to talk to us, we're doing the strategy calls. Give us a call.
Okay, so we've done quite a few videos about age gaps. It's not the most pleasant topic, but I think it's something that needs to be addressed because, you know, the not so the agencies that maybe don't have your best interests at heart will shill their information about the big age gaps are fine. Okay, so and we don't like that because it can create unreal expectations and lead to a whole load of heartache. All right, but something that we've actually discussed this a few times, this particular topic here on coaching calls. I've seen it in forums when people talk about these large age gaps, like 25 years, you know. And I remember actually the first time I really thought about this was in a forum, not my one, which is ukrainefusion.com. Visit that if you want to talk to some other guys that are over in Ukraine doing this stuff. And he was saying that, you know, he was talking about, I think he was talking about one of my videos that I did, and he was saying that Striker doesn't know what he's talking about. You know, I'm with a woman at the moment and she's like 25 years younger than him. And everyone was like, wow, you finally did it, blah, 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 blah. Oh, hello. On the last post that he did, when everybody's congratulating him and how unrealistic I am, turns out she was from the Philippines. So we want to talk about these large age gaps in these certain other countries, not Eastern Europe, but more Southeast Asia, such as Philippines, Thailand, and why you can get those big age gaps over there. All right. So if any of you guys have ever been to any of these countries, it's not uncommon to see guys with massive age gaps. I remember the first time I went to Thailand, and I went to like some sort of, I guess, touristy place, but it was sort of out of the main cities, and it was kind of like you know, it's like a party place, I suppose. There was so many guys that kind of all looked sort of similar. They all seemed to be Australian for some reason, but they were with these really young Thai girls. These guys were like late 40s, 50s, even 60s, with early 20s, mid 20s, what it looked like, and it's sometimes a little hard to tell with some, like, you know, with that Asian-y looking woman. And I was like, what is going on here, man? This is like, it was blowing my mind. But yeah, massive age gaps, 20, 30 years. And I never really understood it, you know. To be honest, I didn't spend that much time thinking about it. But there's actually a reason why it can be achieved in some of those countries and not achieved as easily in Eastern Europe. So we talk about the value offset, right? There has to be an offset of value when there is a deficit. So in this case here, the offset has to be against the big age gap, right? And quite often people think, well, he must be rich, you know, but it's actually not. And this topic may be a little bit uncomfortable for some people, but it is. I believe it is the truth. The value offset that you have to be able to achieve that massive age gap is what?
Is what?
Is white skin. That's the value offset. Okay, so in these countries, this is how it is. Okay, so I've been told by people in these countries, by women in these countries, that to have dark skin or to pass dark skin on to your children is seen as not higher class, because people who work in the fields, the more labouring jobs, they have dark skin. And the first time that I managed to, I didn't figure it out then, but I thought it was strange, is that I was in Indonesia and I saw women and it was so hot and they had woolen gloves on. You know, they were riding scooters, they were packing stuff and they were doing stuff outside the shops. And I went over to one of them and I said, can you tell me why you're wearing gloves, you know, in this weather? And she said it's to keep the sun off her hands so her hands don't get dark, so her hands stay light. And I said, why? And she said, because dark skin it's not attractive. It's like, the women they want to be pale, they want to be light. And even in these countries, they have procedures to lighten their skin. Did you know that? No, they have procedures to lighten. It's like bleaching. Apparently, it's really bad and it can cause skin cancer and stuff like that. But that for them is the value offset. It's not money. It's the fact that you may be able to, or that she may be able to have children with fairer skin. That offsets the large age gap. I'm sure that money comes into it because she
and
needs
also
to be
opportunity. There's many things to that, but the main case that we want to discuss here is that recently we had a call with a guy, and I always was thinking like there's something like I'm missing something. Why the guys are coming to Ukraine looking for this massive age gap? And I know that on Philippines girls doing that, but the guys coming still here. And then I know that some guys are getting married. Like there was many things into that. And then the puzzle as always like come all together, and I just understand that the guys looking for ladies with the Philippines attitude, age gap, and kind of like
but with
submissiveness,
the hotness,
but with hotness or like beauty of the Slavic lady.
Yeah.
And when I realized that, like everything stays in a line, because they understand that the lady is very submissive, they would do anything to him, and she would agree for big age gap, and he can get a very young girl, but she would not look exactly how he wants. And recently we had a call with a guy who said, so when he was talking about that, he said like, I'm make decent money, so I'm 45, and I said, okay, what is your age gap what was the lady looking for? She said 20, 22, maximum 25. And I'm like, here it's like, and you've seen my videos about that, like my thoughts about ladies under 25, it's children who are at school, and so it's like dating, yes, having fun, yes, relationship, no, very rare. And he kind of like, he said something like, we were talking about like a Philippine.
I think he said that he dated. Did he say he dated a woman or his brother? I think his brother or something.
But he said like, and then we start with like Striker said something about Philippines, and then he said like, but we just like we organically come to this conversation, and then he said, so what you mean in Ukraine? It's not like in Philippines.
No.
So I don't know who planned this like in his head, like that this idea. But no, guys, if you're thinking that Ukraine is like Philippines, but just with a hotter woman, it's a complete.
Yeah.
I
think what it is that a lot of these companies they do tours to Philippines, maybe Colombia, Thailand, Eastern Europe, places where there's a deficit of money, right? At the end of the day, like there is. The socioeconomics of the country allow for the women that are there to look overseas for something that's going to be a better life.
Sorry, this show, the guy with the toothbrush, I don't remember. It was
90-day visa.
Yeah, 90-day visa.
Yeah.
Kind of like it's kind of an example, but
yeah.
I just want, like, can I just quickly say here, like I personally know a couple of guys who came to Ukraine. And now on Facebook, and I even been working with them, and now I see on Facebook that they have a wedding, a beautiful wedding actually, with much younger ladies from Philippines. I see that happening, and I think that it is awesome. They achieve what they wanted. So if it is something that you're looking for, just that, go for it. And I don't judge it, I don't blame it. No. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. But I just want you to understand that in Ukraine it's different.
And in Thailand and Philippines, it is actually really easy to achieve. It's really, really easy to achieve. From what I understand, and from the people that I've talked to, and from what I've seen from traveling around in some of those areas, it's really, really easy to achieve because these younger ladies that are attractive are with guys that are like way older, usually overweight for some reason. I don't know if that's part of the criteria or whatever.
My guys were nice.
Yeah, but it's easy to achieve. But you have to understand that you can't take that philosophy from that that idealistic situation there and bring it over to Ukraine, because it simply doesn't work.
And I want to say here is that I know that all of our partners, all of our agencies, nobody wants like kind of like, I can't even say, nobody even wants to work like when the guy requests like big age gap, 15 years, like it's the maximum. But the other companies, like they kind of like, they don't mind it. They understand that, you know, if they would say like, we're pushing hard on that, and you guys probably get tired of us talking about age gap, because we have one more video that we want to do. It's like interesting one that we come up with. Like it's a formula that we come up with, and I think it will become like very famous and popular. Not famous. Well, it's like 3% Man by Corey Wayne. But anyway, we will do about this later. But I want to say here, but they understand that if they will push like us, like we understand that probably we're losing clients. Like if we not like say that,
they'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, they will go somewhere else where they will say yes. So one of the companies recently did a video. I watched that video, and it's kind of like a little bit bad editing, and I was thinking, okay, well, so, you know, no, I mean, Striker is good, is getting better. If you can see like our videos, again, like he spent nights and days like doing the, like trying to make the videos good, pleasant, you know, with the sound. So it's important when you watch somebody, you want to enjoy that, you want to drink your coffee, and you want to have a good sound, good video, and etc. So, and this video was like really like very bad editing, and I was like kind of like cooking and watching it, and then maybe 2 weeks ago we got a call from the guy.
I'd love to link the video down here, but I won't.
So the guy messaged us, and when you book a call, you can like fulfill the form, and you can say like, what is your question, so we can kind of get prepared. And so he put the link on the to the video, and he said, Luba, so he was looking for, how he call it, enormous. Even like he himself said, I'm looking for enormous like age gap. It's what he wanted. His first wife was like that. This is what he wanted. Okay, nothing like okay, good. I can say only good. Okay, it just like, is he my client? No. Like, will he go somewhere else and he will be successful? I don't know, I can't promise. But he was trying to, you know, everybody tried to like kind of like prove me wrong, that I don't know. Like, no, like 20 is fine, 25 is fine. Like, Luba, you just mistaking. It's only your opinion. So on this video, there is a girl interviewing another girl. The girl is like 20, maybe 25, very pretty, sitting there like a flower. And so they're doing the video, and the guy.
Can I just set the context of it? So basically, it's
like tell what he was asking. He said, "Here's the video. Can you?" He was looking for the big age gap, and he was trying to find proof online.
Yeah, to say that. Yeah, that. So
it's possible.
So some of these agencies, they interview random girls to get their opinion on Western men, and they'll say, "So what do you think of Western men?" And they'll say, "I want a Western man." You know, and it's you'll see how this plays out. Yeah.
It's what he was explaining, but no, but explain to this guy, like he said, Luba, like, can you check this video, because it's in Russian and I can't really understand. Does this girl say that she's looking for 20 years age gap? And I was thinking, interesting, is it that video? So of course I click, and of course it was that video. So what happened there? Like, I still can't believe in that. Like, huge company, really. So what they think about their clients, this is the key. So the video is like, she's sitting there, and the girl is saying like, so what do you think, what is the age gap that you're looking for? And the girl say, in Russian, she say 5 to 10 years maximum. I think that if it is more than 10, it's kind of get very strange. So here on the side, you can see somebody showing the fist, you know, like to her. And in Ukraine, it's like, oh, watch your back, if you know what you're talking about.
What's your back?
Watch your back. And she's like, and the girl is sitting like, and she has like these eyelashes, and like, what? No? And then like click, and not even click, I think. So
like a jump cut.
Like, and they say, and she like, okay, like jump cut, but very bad editing. And she like, okay. And saying, so what are you thinking about the good age gap? And the girl is like, 15, 20. And she can't even look at the camera. She's like, yeah, 15, 20. And the translator is like, yeah, so she's thinking that 15, 20 years is a very good age gap.
It's so
I went to this video, and I thought, okay, I will turn on the Google subtitles, YouTube subtitles, because it has to translate, right? Because, what they think of the guys, that they can't do it, like they can't turn it, like they can't read it, or what? Because they didn't translate what she said, like it means that they will not find out the truth. And so I put the subtitles on, and on that particular moment, because they didn't cut it, I don't know how can they leave it? They didn't cut it, and they just put the music louder. So YouTube say music, you know how they and then when they say about 15, 20 years, they like put the subtitles on. I was shocked. So they, of course, like nobody, any single girl that I've been ever talking to, told me that she's looking for the big age gap. No matter, even if the guy is like multimillionaire, you know, the only girls who are doing that, it's 18 years old, absolutely like dummy girls who are looking for the guys who will buy her this like trips and she doesn't know, like she doesn't know the feelings, she doesn't know, you know, what is real feelings is and what is the relationship. She just think, you know, I want to, like, I put everything in myself, I have Botox, I have everything, I want to be so I want somebody to buy me, and so she's selling herself. That is what's happening. Imagine, like, any single girl, trust me, I was talking to thousands over these years, nobody in Ukraine craving and looking for this age.
We have an interview with somebody who wants to come on board, and then sometimes we have a second interview as well, because we think that we need to just check this, because for us we need our clients to understand that we will not search for 25-year age gaps. Why? If we think about it this way, if we thought we could achieve it, we would do it, and we would do it really well. We can't do it, and so not only does it mean that you waste your money, but it means that we can't do our job. Luba's like, every girl I'm going to put in front, you're going to say no. Why would she want to waste her time spending 5, 6, 7 times the amount of time on one client when she can go to a reasonable client and bang, 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 we can get dates like, well,
bang, bang, bang.
Well, she can do it relatively fast,
but
and that's what
the agency always say, like, they have like few girls like that who looking for this like age gap, they're looking for money. I mean, here definitely, here 100%. If you have money and you want to just buy her, like, I don't really, to be honest, I don't want to deal with that, because I want to create couples that I love and that I'm happy and proud of, and to show on the channel like the couple 18 and 70, but just because he's rich and she's waiting on the clock when he will bye-bye to this world, I don't want. It's not to us.
It's not that. It's not fulfilling for us.
It's not fulfilling. Like, we're doing this job until we're passionate about that. The day when we're not passionate about that, like, we quit. Like, honestly, there is no reason.
We turn off the lights. We quit.
Like,
so we have to be passionate about our job, and there's nothing fulfilling about trying to achieve something that you know that you can't achieve, but because somebody has paid you for it. Yes, I know that, like, these big companies, they say, well, we're not anyone to say you can or can't have what you want. Why don't you pay us, and, you know, we'll let you have it. And that's how they sleep at night, by saying everyone deserves a chance. I mean, yes, they do, but it's up to us to say who we want to actually, like, pull our hair out trying to help, and who we don't. So that's why we're very passionate about only helping people that, you know, that we can help.
And I want to say here is that I promise you that the lady that you will, like, if I will find somebody closer to your age, we have such a hot chicks in their 50s. Like, honestly, I look at them, I send it to, I say, Striker, I also want like this. I'm shocked. We have one lady, she's 60, and she has like pictures like outstanding, and I thought, no, there's no way, it's old picture, like, why this website doing that to me, like, why this agency? So she's a dancer, like, she's a dancing teacher, and they send me her recent video from just her class. They asked her to put the phone into the video. I was like 60, and I was like, I was watching, I was shocked. You know, skinny, sporty, active, you know, blonde, incredible, beautiful woman, 60. And like, maybe you think that, you know, the old woman become unattractive. Trust me, there's so much. I can tell you 10 benefits and advantages on dating older woman than like younger one, according to the life that she will give you, the care that she will give you, the sex that she will provide to you.
And they're not all 60. I mean, like, even women that are like, I mean, 45.
I'm saying about this, like, the 61. But another one, she's 54, like, and she's a doctor, she's an anesthesiologist, like, she's like perfect English. I mean, what? Why would you struggle with somebody who will make a hole in your head about like you're capricious and, you know, I want this, I don't want this, like, you're too slow, you're too fast, when you can find a partner that will be matched for you, that will be equal for you? And I, from my side, about this, I'm super passionate. About this, I definitely will work it out, and I will help you. So trust me, we do have so many ladies that I really like. I don't have to worry that, oh, if I have a client, like, maybe I need to have a fixer or like a draw card girl, like, maybe I need to call my friend and tell her to go. No, I don't worry about that, because any city, any amount of lady, I know that I can find. But let me help you, and let me find the girl that will stay with you till, like, it will be, as you all dream about, your last marriage, and not one of them.
And like client from last month, like, how old is he and how old is his lady?
62 and 49.
Okay, so that's 12 years. I mean, and like, that's very like that's achievable, right?
You know, the most important is energy level.
Yeah.
Like if the one is like super like slow and another like the lady like super, this guy is like crazy energetic, like he's awesome. They were doing the paragliding, bungee jumping, doing like all sorts of stuff. So of course, I mean, of course, and she's because the lady in her 40 like 50 can be also like a, like not like a turtle, but I mean it can be very slow and like boring and etc. So I match people, like that's why we call it matchmaking, when I find you the one that is like fits you, not just because she's 40, it's a number,
not just
because she's 49 and like okay 49 and say just like this. Nobody, if she's 48 and a half, no, I can't do it. No, it's not how it works. I try to find you somebody, and a lot of times like I recommend guys, the ladies, that one guy met like 15 ladies, right? So he like only like 2, he stay in touch, and then maybe he choose only 1. Hopefully, we like hardly work on this result. But I met 15. That's why, like, for me, it's difficult. Like, I'm not staying, in my own apartment, in my own bed. I travel to do these tours. I get to know more ladies. When I talk to the guy, I know. We have a guy at the moment that I know exactly. I introduced him to the lady. It was the first lady. And he said, like, Luba, how did you do that? So they now in Kiev and they spending time together. Yes, it's a little bit like different because he lives here now. He has more time. He's not in a rush to go on these dates. But I knew as soon as I talked to him, because I went with her out, I know her so well. I mean, kind of. And then I was talking, I know how to match. So just trust us. And just not chase the numbers, not chase the these age gaps. It's not worth it. Trust me. It's in the best day, it's not play the best for you.
Yeah, I remember I told a story about how one time I did this like kind of like a bungee jump thing, and how I was explaining in one of my videos that like you need to do something that's going to create some emotion and sort of create a bit of chemistry between you. And I remember, I can't remember if I spoke to someone about it or if it was in the comments, when someone said I would never do anything like that. And it's like, okay, that's great, because if that's the case and you're a bit more like slower paced, you wouldn't be matched with a woman who likes doing that sort of stuff. So that's what it comes down to, because if you go with a woman who's much younger, she might want to do those things that you don't want to do, and that becomes not only a waste of your time and money, but ours as well, when we could be helping somebody who is actually going to be reasonable and get into a relationship. So
you got us like one more video. I think that we will do just one more video about age gap, and then we will understand that you guys understand it and we don't have to repeat it. But we are working in the best interest to you, and also you have to understand that we would like to enjoy this work. We would like to call it like our motto. It's like I want it to be I want to be excited. Like I have my clients, I have like full like March and April like fully booked, like my striker call it CRM. It's like full of numbers and like it's like how to call it, like
overlapping, intertwining.
So I enjoy it, and I want to enjoy it, and I want you to enjoy it, and then we can help you out. We hope that you enjoy this video. Please subscribe to the channel, and we see you next time.
We'll see you next time.